So it's Mental Health Awareness Week, and there's obviously so much more work to be done to educate people and to tackle the stigma. But awareness alone isn't enough. We can't just keep telling people to get help when for a lot of people that help just isn't available. We've had 13 years of Tory underfunding and mental health services are in crisis. 250,000 children, many of them in very serious distress, have been turned away from CAMHS. And many more people, children and adults, are being told that they've got to wait years just for a first appointment. That means people suffering with no support, losing years of their lives to mental illness, or having to spend huge sums of money going private if they can afford to do that, which most people can't. This basically turns universal healthcare into a fiction, and yes, it puts lives at risk. So we've got to demand better. We've got to address the causes of mental ill health, not just the symptoms. Obviously, the roots of mental distress are complex and personal, but there are also external factors which we know contribute to making people unwell. The cost of living crisis, insecure housing, working long hours and barely getting by. All of those things are leaving people feeling anxious, feeling burnt out, feeling hopeless. The Samaritans are now receiving 400 phone calls a day related to worries about money and jobs. Climate anxiety is on the rise, with 3 in 4 16 to 24-year-olds reporting that the climate crisis is negatively impacting their mental health. So instead of just tweeting hashtags and then carrying on as usual, I'm calling on the government to take action, to invest in mental health services, tackle the cost of living crisis, and give young people a future we can be hopeful about.